Thank you so much for coming to your mat today and giving yourself this gift of health. Let's get started with doing diaphragmatic breathing. And if it helps, place your hand on your belly to help feel that movement of the belly, to know that you are including the diaphragm. If you like, please close your eyes and bring your attention to the place between the eyebrows, helping to stimulate the prefrontal cortex of the brain. And so we will begin now. Inhaling, we'll start with a count of 4. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue on, counting to yourself. The counting helping the mind to let go of thoughts and anything that's happening around you. Keeping the eyes comfortably closed. Letting the body soften with the breath. Giving yourself 2 more counts here of inhaling for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4. And then let's take it into an extended exhale. So on your next inhale, counting for 4, and exhaling for 6. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Continuing in that fashion for the next few moments, helping yourself to connect in deeper to the breath. Beautiful job. And allowing the eyes to open, we're going to try a little bit of breath of fire now to help stimulate the lungs and help you to engage the full capacity of your lungs. So to do that, we're going to do a pressurized exhale and then a relaxed inhale. And it looks and sounds like this. So you're pressing that air through the nose as hard as you can, using the belly and the diaphragm for that expulsion, and then you're inhaling softly and without control. So we're going to try it for 15 counts. So taking a big inhale, and we will begin. And come back to that long, loving breath. Maybe the eyes are closed. Whatever feels best for you, but try to bring your attention up to the place between the eyebrows and feeling the energy rising to that place. And we'll do 2 more rounds here of breath of fire. Inhaling deeply. Coming back to the most loving, long, deep breath that you can give yourself in this moment. Connecting into that place, but also bringing that energy up the spine and to the prefrontal cortex of the brain. And we'll do one more round. Inhaling and go. And big breath in and come into your back. And come into a connection of these shifts that you've made for yourself already. Just through connection to the breath. And so we'll bring the knees high and then we'll walk the feet wider than knees, coming on to the outsides of the mat with the feet. And then we're going to bring the hands together in front of you so that the palms are touching and the elbows are touching in a 90 degree, and the arms are in a 90 degree. On your inhale, you're going to widen the arms, feeling that expansion in the chest. On your exhale, you'll bring the arms back together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more times. And let's do it one more time together. Pausing there for a moment. Feel that inhale and the expansion of the chest. Exhale, arms come back together. And roll onto the right side of the body. Pause there for a moment and then press your way back on up to a seated position. And be sure to make yourself comfortable when we're in the seated position by using a blanket or a bolster to help the hips rise on up so that you are in your most comfortable stance so that you can let the spine be as long as possible. All right, so for our next move, we're going to do that same arm movement that we did laying down. And so on the inhale, we bring the arms together. Exhale, expand. Inhale and exhale. 3 more times. Last one. And pause. And we'll come into a twist now. So we inhale as we go to the left. Exhale as we come to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Keep going at your own pace. Really feeling into the breath and how it guides you. It's not rushed or hurried, but instead really letting it be its longest, deepest self. Let's do 2 more times, each side. Last time, each side. And coming back to center, pausing, letting the palms face up, knees Hands are resting on the knees. Draw the spine long and just pause for a moment here and feel the shifts you've created already for yourself. Let's come now onto all fours. So we're going to spread the fingers super wide. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width apart. On the inhale, we start with the pelvis to help the spine allow the heart to rise. The head looks up. Exhale, we bow in, again starting from the pelvis instead of the head, bringing yourself into cow. And then we inhale into cat. Again, go at your own pace. Let this be a chance to link the movement with the breath. And the breath is never hurried and always as long as it feels comfortable to make it. Again, coming into the connection of how this is a gift for yourself this time on the mat. Let's do 2 more rounds here. And coming back to neutral, we're going to come into a twist now. So we let the right hand rise up to the sky. Exhale, we thread the needle with the right hand coming onto the right shoulder. Inhale, we come back on up with the right hand. Exhale, come back into the twist. Let's do that movement one more time. And let's pause now in the twist. Our left hand can stay on the mat, or if you like, come onto the fingertips to help that heart to come open more towards the sky. If that feels good for you, you can also let the left hand rise on up. But let the breath be the most important aspect of this pose. The bigger the breath, the more the healing. 2 more rounds of breath here. On the next inhale, let yourself come on back to center. And pause a moment there. On the next inhale, the left hand rises up. Exhale, we come on down. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we come on down. Inhale, rise one more time. Exhale, pause. Using that right hand to be on palm or fingertips to help the heart have more space to move towards the sky, or letting that right hand come on up towards the sky too, your choice. Regain contact with that big loving breath. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, come on back to center and sit back in an easy sitting position or on the heels. Spine long and taking a pause. Feeling into the shifts you've created for yourself already. The light rising up the spine to the brain. Stimulating inner joy. Inner peace. Beautiful. Let's come on up to the mat now, onto our feet. And we're going to start by standing in Tadasana, standing mountain pose, and just making sure we've got that loving alignment that we need for our bodies. Make sure that your toes are pointed directly in front of you. The knees are soft. The hips are stacked below the spine to help the spine rise on up, and the head is softly on top of the shoulders. Hands pull down, shoulder blades pulling down as well towards the floor. Palms can face in towards the body. It feels good to you. Close the eyes here for a moment just to feel the full capacity of the light within your body. Maybe wiggle the toes, helping your body to create balance as well as awaken the nervous system. Wiggling the toes is such a great way to connect into the full aspect of who we are. Beautiful. And let's take this now into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. This is a great opening for the sides of the waist, and it's going to help that rib cage out. So let's inhale, and we come on up to the toes, interlinking the thumbs. And you can stay on the toes, or you can come on to the flat feet. And as you breathe, you're going to reach towards the left-hand side of the room. And you're going to, if you're on your toes, you're going to lower that left heel. If you're flat on the feet, bend that left knee. And that helps that hip on the right-hand side come on out to help create that half moon pose. We don't want to collapse from the inner side waist, but instead elongate. And pretend that you're between two planes of glass, so you're not folding inward or back, but instead your shoulder blades are nicely stacked. Let's give ourselves a few breaths here, coming back into that deep, long, measured breath. Shoulders sliding down the back, allowing space for the neck. And we come into the connection of the affirmation that goes with Ardha Chandrasana. Strength and courage fill my body space. Strength and courage fill my body cells. 3 more breaths here. Maybe bringing a smile to the face. On your next inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands come down and around. We pause in between the sides. Fill into what are you feeling between the two sides of the body. Can you bring that energy that you've created within to the spine and up to the third eye or place between the eyebrows? And we'll come on to the other side now. So once again, coming up onto the toes, if that feels good for you. Linking those thumbs together, let's go opposite grip of last time. And we come on to the right side of the body now. Reaching those hands to the right. Maybe that inner heel comes to the ground on that right side, or we bend the knee. Reaching that left hip out to create the half moon shape. Pulling the shoulder blades down the back. Beautiful. Slight smile to the face, softness in the eyes, big breaths into that side waist. Strength and courage fill my body cells. Strength and courage fill my body cells. A few more breaths here, filling that truth inside of you. On your next inhale, reach, reach, reach. Come back to center. Exhale, hands circle down and around. Pause, close the eyes, feel that energy rise inward and upwards. Excellent job. Let's face the head of your mat now. And we're going to step that right foot back. And we're coming into Trikonasana or triangle pose. I want the back foot toes in a diagonal at 45 degrees to help protect that knee. And then we're going to open the chest so it's facing your right side of your mat. You open the arms out long and have the palms facing up. On your next inhale, reach that left hand out as far as you can reach it. And then tilt as if you're a teapot, and that left hand comes down to the shin of that left leg. And now bring the head into alignment with your spine, and then on your exhale, allow the head to look up towards the sky, towards the right hand. And you want to keep the spine in nice elongation, pressing through the feet and drawing that right hand up towards the sky. Big breaths here. Breathing into the expansion that is happening in all directions. If at any time the neck hurts, feel comfortable in looking down towards the ground, or keep yourself looking up towards the sky, your choice. And we come into connection with the affirmation. I open to the flow of life within me. I open to the flow of life within me. 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, let that right hand pull you back to center. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale that right foot to match the left. And we come back to center at the head of our mat and pause for a moment to feel the shifts of energy within. Coming on to the other side, we step the left foot back this time. Back foot is in a 90 degrees. Both legs are energized. Inhale, the hands come up, palms facing the sky. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. And when you come to your max, go ahead and tilt the hands. Really feel that length in all directions, no collapsing. And then pull the head in alignment and then look up towards the sky. Or if that's not feeling so good, you're always good to look towards the ground. And create softness in your eyes and your jaw. Come back to that big, long, deep breath. See if you can let that breath just grow 1 more notch. Beautiful job. And coming into the connection of the affirmation, I open to the flow of life within me. I open to the flow of life within me. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, reach with that left hand, come back up to center. Exhale, hands come on down. Inhale, bring the feet together and pause. Close the eyes, feel within. Feeling that lovely energy you are creating for yourself. And coming into Virabhadrasana 1, let's step that right foot back. And if you're feeling like you're not very balanced, go ahead and step the left foot out to the left so that you're more like a railroad track versus feeling like you're standing on a tightrope. And that should help your feeling of balance. And now you're going to bring that back foot onto the balls of the toes. The left leg is bent 90 degrees if possible, but that's at the full extent. What's most important is that left knee is stacked directly on top of the ankle and isn't bowing in or out or too far over the knee. And then on our next inhale, we're going to reach the hands up towards the sky and draw the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, reaching the heart towards the sky. Exhale, drawing the shoulders down. And feeling that strength of the feet going down into the earth while you reach the hands up towards the sky. And this opposite pulling of energy down through the feet but up through the hands is called dynamic tension. And this helps the bones to stay strong, increasing our bone density. And give ourselves a few more breaths here, breathing strength, vibrancy, and truth into each and every cell. Truth of health. Connecting into the affirmation, I attune my will to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. 2 more big breaths here, really feeling your strength as you press down through the feet. On your next inhale, reach those hands up towards the sky as you bring the feet together. Exhale, hands down and around, pausing. Closing the eyes if that feels good for you. Feeling that energy come inwards towards the spine, upwards towards the prefrontal cortex of the brain. And we'll come on now to the other side, stepping that left foot back, walking the right foot out to the right. We come on to the balls of the back foot. And we stack that right knee on top of the ankle. Inhale, the hands come on up. Bending the elbows, drawing the shoulder blades down the back. Letting the heart rise as you press through the feet. Hands rising up to the sky, creating more expansion within. Breathing fully and completely, letting that diaphragmatic breath bring more life and vitality into each and every cell. As you attune yourself to the affirmation, I attune my will to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. Let's give ourselves 3 more big breaths here. Beautiful job. Inhale, reaching the hands towards the sky. Exhale. Letting the hands come down and around, pausing and feeling. And for our next aspect, we're going to bring in that Superman visualization that we've talked about. So we're going to take the feet about hip width apart. We're going to put the hands on our waist and close the eyes, bringing again the attention to the point between the eyebrows. And here, take a moment to take into account your clothing. What are you wearing? What would your Superman be wearing? So see the clothing, see the boots, see your cape. See your cape flying in the breeze. See how the wind wisps your hair. Smell the fragrance that surrounds you. Visualize the birds chirping. Where in the world are you? And let's take these next 2 minutes to really breathe into this visualization, seeing every aspect of it and how strong you are in this moment. Helping the testosterone within the body, helping to release cortisol levels, breathing into the strength that is you. So we've got about 30 more seconds here. Stay with the visualization. Last 3 breaths. Filling that breath within each and every cell. Your most powerful Superman. Beautiful job. Now let's step our feet back together at the head of our mat. And we're going to come now into Padahastasana, forward fold. So we inhale the hands to the sky. This is going to be a 2-part pose. So on the exhale, we stop with the hands at the juncture of the hips to the thighs. And we pause here to feel the length within the spinal column. And keeping that length, we let the heart have space. The head is in alignment with the spine, and we feel our full expansion in the spinal column as well as the breath. One more big breath here. On your next exhale, go ahead and forward fold, reaching the hands towards the floor. Keeping the hands on the shins if the hands don't reach the floor, and softening the head. Feeling that reconnection to the deepest breath possible, and allowing a sense of relaxation to come within. And connecting into the affirmation for standing forward fold. Nothing on earth can hold me. Nothing on earth can hold me. 3 more breaths here. Helping the parasympathetic nervous system to heal and assist your deepest health from within. On the next inhale, reach those hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the hands on down towards the heart and pause for a moment to feel the shifts you've created for yourself. And then we'll come into our last pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated twist. And for this pose, let's bring our right foot out in front of you and let the left leg come over so that the left foot is in line with that right knee. Now inhale and bring that hand to the right hand to the left knee. And then your left hand comes on up and reaches behind you. Now I'd love for you to be sitting on a blanket, which I should have said prior to getting into the pose. So if that's the case, let's give yourself this moment to come onto a blanket so that the hips are a little bit above the knees. And this helps the hips to have more room to move. All right, so coming back into the pose, if you're getting that blanket underneath you, inhale, lengthen the spine, and then we're going to start the twist from the lower back. Starting from the lumbar region of the spine, we start to twist. We inhale again and we lengthen. Exhale, we twist from the thoracic or middle back. Inhale again, twisting from the shoulders. Inhale again, lengthen, 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 and now twist from the head. Allowing a sense of calm, sweetness to come within. And connecting into the affirmation, left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. Left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. One more big breath here. Exhale, starting to rotate from the head, then the shoulders, and the middle back, and the lower back. Come back to center to sit in easy pose for a moment and feel within. Maybe allowing the eyes to close and the attention again coming back to the place between the eyebrows. And now we'll come on to the other side. Right leg extends long. And then we bring, left leg long, right leg comes across. And we first allow that left hand to come to the right knee, and the spine lengthens. Inhale, that right hand comes back and around to help that lengthening process even more. We inhale, and then we begin to twist from the lumbar region. Inhale, lengthen the spine more. Exhale, twisting from the thoracic region. Inhale, lengthen more, turning from the shoulders. And lengthen once more, turning from the head. Breathing big, deep, loving breaths into this twist, helping the body to cleanse from within. What we're doing here in these twists is we're squeezing, and then when we come back to center, we're flushing with new vital blood and oxygen. We reconnect into the affirmation now, left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. Left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. Couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, come on back to center. And pause in an easy sitting position. And then we'll come on down to the ground and we'll come on to our mat for Shavasana. Lengthen the legs out long. Take a moment to really let yourself be comfortable. Maybe you bring a bolster or a blanket under the knees. Rock the head from side to side until you find that center that feels good for you. And then close the eyes and connect in to the sweet peace you've created for yourself within. Releasing any control of the breath, the eyes are closed. And connecting into the affirmation for Shavasana. Bones, muscles, movement, I surrender now. Anxiety, elation, and depression, churning thoughts. All of these, I give in to the hands of peace. Please remain in Shavasana for however long it feels good for you, rising when it feels best.